Let's send it over to Jay and Matt now with an update on our forecast.
Beth, thanks. We're just talking about the crazy weather we're going to have next week and how excited we are about that. Now, in telling folks about the weather next week, you're going to have to weave in the word administration. This is Mayor Bibb's first term. His administration is working hard to get things done for the city of Cleveland.
Yes.
I don't know how administration fits into weather, though.
I don't either, Jay. We're about to
But it's your job to figure that out, right?
on that, yeah.
I'm sorry, Matt.
I usually try to mix in thinking while I do my walk, but I don't know. Yeah, we'll get that in. Administration.
It's going to be tough.
Okay, it'll be tough.
Yeah.
Hey, there goes our flight, Jay. Oh, it just went off the camera.
Oh, the 517 from Phoenix.
Well, I think they're circling because they're going east. So I'm not sure. The airport's this way, guys. They'll find it. Notice the low clouds we've got. Those clouds have been stubborn today. It's all streaming off of this frontal boundary that went by yesterday, but it's stalled down towards the southeastern half of the United States. So we continue to see these clouds kind of coming off of that. But overall, not a bad spring-like afternoon. A little bit below average, but temperatures making it into the 50s, slightly cooler near the lakeshore. Overall, the clouds not making it feel as warm. Because remember, when you get into the sunshine, especially this time of year, it typically feels 10 degrees warmer than the actual air temperature. So if we would add sun today, it'd feel like the mid-60s outside. But that's not the case. Numbers versus 24 hours ago, this is what a cold front can do. The reason for those showers and thunderstorms, we're feeling anywhere from 20 to 25 degrees colder. And you can see this patch of lower temperatures versus 24 hours ago. That's because the front just went by. But what I want your attention to be drawn to is out towards the west. There is warming taking place. This is going to be a slow process, but our temperatures are gradually going to warm. Tomorrow's our low spot, and then we'll start to warm after that. The other thing you've noticed, all the humidity is gone. This is bone dry winter air again. And until we get foliage on area trees, which we have up to about the Ohio River Valley, down towards Kentucky, they've got leaves on the trees, at least starting. Until we get foliage, there's not a lot of evapotranspiration in the atmosphere, so the dew points tend to stay dry. Once the leaves come out, we can build humidity values even more without tapping into the Gulf of Mexico moisture. Here's your lingering clouds coming off the cold front. We've got the cooler northwest wind around. Look at the stream of clouds, though. Another wave out towards Texas will bring high clouds up through here. The clouds will eventually thin out. We are expecting sunshine tomorrow, but I still think we're going to have some leftover high clouds from time to time, especially further east you are. But after that, boy, we've got hundreds of miles of sunshine going all the way to California. This system actually goes north and doesn't come east at all, heads up into Canada. Shouldn't be too much of a factor for us. So turning cooler tonight, we'll be back into the 30s. Notice how clouds will start to thin. The Guards home opener tomorrow, obviously we're all over that 40s. It will be cool and breezy. Temperatures aren't going to recover much tomorrow, especially near the lakeshore with that north wind. Your National Design Mart hour-by-hour forecast bringing those streaming high clouds in here tomorrow. There's your 30s to start the day. We'll warm nicely, should make it up into the 40s as mentioned. Notice the lakefront though. Oh, it's going to be on the cold side. Eventually we'll start to warm things up even on into Saturday as we start cold Saturday morning as well. Where do we go from there? Boy, our WKYC administration is going to have to focus on a nice budget of sunglasses here because we've got this giant ridge. Look at how big this ridge gets next week. Ridge means warmth, right? All the cold air up in Canada. And watch how this expands into next weekend. I don't see an end to the warm air, at least in the immediate future. Once we get into it next week, how warm are we talking? Union Hill Mortgage 7-day forecast. Beautiful Easter weekend out ahead of us, right? We're up near 60 degrees on Sunday with sunshine. But look at next week. We're into the 70s and we stay there. Could we hit 80 a couple times before it's all said and done? Certainly possible. But overall, we haven't flipped the switch. This is just a pattern we're getting stuck in, much like March was on the cold side. So don't let our guard down on cold air yet, but we'll take this as long as we can take it.
Yep.
Yeah, you bet.
We'll take it.
79 next Thursday? Yeah. We'll be spending the afternoon getting ready for the show outdoors. I think we should do that.
I like that idea.
All right.
Meeting
we'll
outdoors.
have a picnic here at Channel 3.